Runs are a cool way of adding energy to wind parts in an orchestral composition. Let's take a look at a run that I've programmed in this composition and talk a little bit about what that means for orchestration. In the second half of measure 43, I've programmed this little run. There are a lot of notes happening there. Let me explain what's going on. In orchestral cinematic music, runs are often used as transitions between sections or phrases. Runs are flurries of notes played by the more agile instruments of the orchestra, like winds or, in some cases, the violins, and can either outline a specific harmony or be atonal in nature. This particular run is chromatic. That would be pretty difficult to play unless you're a virtuoso, which I'm definitely not. I'm using Hollywood Winds by Cinesamples to do that. Hollywood Winds is a great tool for composers that want to easily add realistic woodwind runs to their compositions. The library has patches covering major, minor, and exotic harmonies in all keys, and it also includes a special chromatic patch, which I'm using here. Unlike traditional multi-sample libraries like Berlin Woodwinds, which we looked at earlier, Hollywood Winds is not created from samples of individual notes, but rather from performances of scalar runs and different musical patterns. One thing that's worth mentioning is that when I'm going to be recording a composition with an orchestra, and I've used a run library, that does create a little bit of a challenge for the orchestration phase, since runs libraries don't generate any MIDI data that will be useful to an orchestrator. Luckily, Hollywood Winds does have a cool notation view. The notation view in Hollywood Winds will be useful to us later on when we're preparing for orchestration. So, in summary, runs libraries are a very easy and effective way of adding runs to your compositions. There are some great ones out there like Cinestring Runs by Cinesamples and Orchestral String Runs by Orchestral Tools, so check them out. That's it for the winds. In the next section of the course, we'll take a look at the percussion section.